Hi, everyone. Ron Crider here, broadcasting from beautiful Vero Beach, Florida, at my communication center here at the Victoria Condominium on 13 acres of paradise on the Atlantic Ocean. This is my COVID-19 update for Vero Beach, the Treasure Coast, and maybe down to Palm Beach a little bit. This is the first Monday in spring, the 82nd day of this year. And as I start out all of these things, first, hey, check it out. I'm the oldest, world's oldest preppy. Got my button-down shirt on here, my polo shirt, and practicing to be the oldest preppy. People have asked me for a long time, Crider, where are your preppy clothes? You always wore preppy clothes. Everybody called you preppy. Well, I got my preppy clothes on today. So I always start out these things by saying, come on, guys, be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Stay home. There aren't any really good reasons for you to go out. You don't have to go out, and we can kill this virus sooner rather than later, but you have to stay home. Everybody's been working hard. And they say, I never get a chance to get any time off. And they complain about working. Now you have the opportunity to stay home, to do something good. Do it. Stay home and help the cause. It reminds me of hey, I was around during World War II. My grandkids think I was around for World War I. World War II. I remember the blackout curtains. I remember all that stuff. And it was kind of a scary time. And we had to get out and do something to help the cause. Do something to help. You had to actually go do something. Today, you don't have to do anything. Sit on your couch and watch TV, and you're doing something for the cause, because that's what it's going to take. I don't want you to think I'm preaching to you, but we can fix this. We can make this go away. We can kill this virus sooner rather than later if you just stay home and stop associating with people, getting out into the crowds and bringing these viruses in. I was going to say this at the end. I'll say it right now as long as I'm into it. Our bodies are the best carriers for this virus there is. And I don't care how old you are. Let's say you're my grandson's age, he's like 23, 24, 25. Oh, he's going to be upset with me because I don't know how old he is. Bottom line here is, he could be a carrier for this virus, never be sick at all, go out, hang out with his buddies, come home, and in fact, me, you see, he could carry that home, and he would never know that he had the virus, and he would never know that he brought that virus home and it affected me. That's how strange this virus is. It's the silent killer. So it's very, very important. This is really serious, and this is what you got to do. Okay. First thing I'm going to do today is go to the numbers. I've created a numbers chart. So I'm going to put the numbers chart up. We'll talk about the numbers. We've got a bunch of other little things to talk about, other than the fact that this happened earlier today. The Olympics postponed, the Olympic Committee postponed the Olympics. It looks like it's going to be 2021. Everybody was beginning to back out. So that's going to be another fatality of what's going on here right now. I'm going to give you the numbers, and then we got some other things to talk about. Okay, as promised, I have a new numbers sheet here that's a little bit more easy, good choice of words, Crider, to show you exactly what's going on. And I'm going to start down in Dade County and move my way up. And I'll give you an idea. If you look at the yellow column, that is Sunday. The green column is Monday. And the sort of purplish column on the right there is the change. So to give you an example, there were 177 cases in Miami on Sunday. There are now 278. There was a change of 23. So let's go through this. So in Broward County, 263 now, a change of 83 since Sunday. In Palm Beach County, 89, a change of 30 since Sunday. Martin County, 4, a change of 3 since Sunday. St. Lucie County, 3, that would be Fort Pierce, 3, a change of 1. Indian River County, we now have 10, a change of 2. Brevard County, 7, a change of 2, up. These are all up. And in Orange County, 48, an increase of 19 since Sunday. Let's take a look at the state of Florida. We had 830 positive cases on Sunday. We now have 1171, or an increase of 341. Deaths, we had 13 on Sunday. We now have 18, or a change of 5. That's in the past about 27, 28 hours. Globally, we had 328,000 cases. Now we have 374,000 cases, or an increase in the last 26 hours of 46,660. Global deaths, we had 16,411 today. There was 13,672 on Sunday, an increase of 2,739 deaths in the past almost 30 hours. In the U.S., we had 347 deaths on Sunday, and today we had 579 for an increase of 232. U.S. cases on Sunday, 31,057. Today, 42,817, an increase of 11,760. Now we're talking about cases here in the United States. The cases that we have in the United States, in the 42,817, just about a third of those are in New York. So anyway, this is my new little chart that I put together. I think it's a little bit easier for you to see. I hope you like it. Okay, folks, the Cleveland Clinic at the Indian River Hospital here in Vero Beach has a drive-through testing center. They're testing by appointment only. Testing is done 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Appointments must be made by calling 772-226-4846. Patients must be screened to ensure they meet the CDC criteria. I have a video I'm going to drop in here we took today. It'll give you an idea of the facilities that they have there. It's pretty interesting. Stand by. Okay, here we are at the Cleveland Clinic drive-through testing center. You drive in through here, you'll see on the left-hand side a generator that's going to be popping up right there. And then another building is a tent, which is the quarantine tent. If you are tested positive, in you go in there, and then they'll treat you or whatever is necessary. But it's very well put together. Nice job by Cleveland Clinic. Here's some news. The first rapid diagnostic testing system for COVID-19 has been approved by the FDA. The new test can detect COVID-19 in about 45 minutes. A California company says the tests will be shipping the equipment to do the tests within the next week or two. All county-owned beaches in Martin County were closed to the public until further notice on Sunday in an effort to prevent the spread of the virus. The closures do not apply to, of course, to property owners. So if you have a house on the beach, your beach isn't closed, but don't go out there and congregate with people. That's the whole idea. Well, just when it looked like there was a fragment of cooperation between the Democrats and Republicans, they're at it again. They're back in a sandbox, throwing sand at each other. This is not the time or the place for this. There's no time for grandstanding, self-promotion. This is totally unacceptable. I was watching Schumer and McConnell today, and let me tell you what, you saw me wear my Trump hat. Okay, that's fine. That's what I'm all about. But this is nothing about politics. This is not politics. And they're making it political, and they're doing it because they like to grandstand. They're looking for votes. It's just terrible. The swamp is really smelling a lot worse than I had ever believed it would be. So we have to be very careful with these guys. We have to be careful what we say to our friends. The whole idea is we got to get this thing passed. We got to get this stimulus program going. And the only way it's going to get going is if those guys get together and actually do something up there. And quite frankly, it's become very political all of a sudden. I'm very disappointed in both the Republicans and the Democrats. We have to pull together. McDonald's is closing 1,270 of its restaurants in the United Kingdom. Boris Johnson announced that yesterday. The University of Tampa announced on Saturday that 5 of its students have tested positive for COVID-19 and are recovering after returning from spring break. Okay, here's the phrase I normally use. I always say this. I'm not young enough to know everything. And that seems to be the problem with our young people. They seem to think they're indestructible. You know, as I said at the beginning of this video, they may be indestructible and the virus might not hurt them, but they're going to bring the virus back to us, old people like me. My grandson did that. I'd be pretty upset with him. How about Harvey Weinstein, tested for positive for COVID-19? I'm not really sure I believe that. That was all over the news. And then there are other stories that say it may not be true. He may not have it at all. He'll do anything he possibly can to get himself out of jail. He's looking for a get out of jail free card. And I mean, I really hope he does not have the virus. I really, really hope. I hope he is lying. And unfortunately, if he has it, he does. But the whole thing doesn't smell right to me either. I keep saying, be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. Stay home. Okay, folks, I'm on my soapbox again about this notion of putting up field hospitals on the beaches and parking lots. I don't know that that's the best idea. Now, what about all the hotels that are out there? Here's my thing. And I've talked to a number of people about it today, some pretty smart people. Said, this is ridiculous. I have seen field hospitals go up. Some people call them pop-ups. They don't like me to say that, but you have to put a lot of infrastructure in to build a field hospital. I mean, you have to have sanitary conditions. You have to have water. You have to have some sort of septic facilities. It's a pretty big deal, even though they're all prefabricated. Well, we got a lot of hotels right now and nobody's staying in them. And it's my opinion that we can turn those hotels into field hospitals in a hurry. Yes, we have to bring in hospital beds and that sort of thing. And we'd have to have the Corps of Engineers take the beds that are in there out and put them someplace else. But I think it's a terrific way to instantly have a hospital, fill it up with all the equipment that's necessary. And there are plenty of hotels all over the United States that could be converted almost immediately at a lot less money than building field hospitals. Now, what do I know? They probably know a lot more than I do in Washington, but it sure does make a lot of sense to me. So that's my soapbox for today. The Dow down in the 18,000s today, heading further down, still looking for solid ground. As far as I'm concerned, the Dow is in quicksand. I get it. I totally understand it. I mean, with the airlines flying at 25% capacity, hotels operating at 10 to 15% capacity, people can't work. There's no revenue coming in. Where else is the market to go? This has nothing to do with President Trump being a rotten president. He didn't cause the market to go down. He didn't cause the virus to come around. So it's just a case of the market being in uncertain territory. And they're not going to change until we make this thing go away. And the only way we'll make it go away, we quarantine ourselves, stay home. That's all you have to do, stay home. It's as simple as that. Okay, for you folks who live here on the beach, and this is primarily why I do this video, I'm going to keep adding to this list. I'm not going to get too intensive about it, but these are places that have curbside pickup for food or delivery. Cravings. I didn't even know that they had curbside pickup and delivery. Of course they can. So as you know, where Cravings are, they're over on Ocean Boulevard here in Vero Beach, and they have sandwiches and salads and ice cream and all kinds of good things. Give them a call, 772-231-0208. The Polo Deli, oh my goodness gracious. John Marks, he's a living legend here in town. That's a great operation. He and Kelly at the Polo Deli. Now we're talking about the one on Cardinal Drive. The new one over here on the beach, it is not open right now. They're operating just one. It's on Cardinal Drive. They're operating from 10:30 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon, Monday through Saturday. Give them a call, 772-231-4091. You can give them your credit card over the phone. You come out, pick your stuff up. They will bring it out to your car in a bag and give it to you. That's the only time you're going to have any contact with anybody. So that's really the best way to do it. You can also drive up and they'll give you a menu and you can select what you want. They'll prepare it and bring it out. They have good parking facilities there. Food's terrific. Kelly and her crew do a great job. I'm sorry to see the place is closed over here for the moment. It'll be back. Okay, the Tide's the best restaurant in Vero Beach for the past 10 years. Chef Leanne, my goodness gracious, what a great job she does. Now, she is doing delivery. So if you want to have great food between 6 and 8 o'clock in the evening, give the Tides a call, 772-234-3966. By the way, these are not commercials. Nobody's paying me to do this. I'm telling you where I go, what I like. That's exactly what's happening. Francesca's Italian Restaurant. These guys are, Francesca's Italian Kitchen. It's an Italian family that came to town. The restaurant business is not new to them. They had restaurants at Penn State University, Orlando. The name of the restaurant, Francesca, it's the name of their daughter. They wanted to live in Vero Beach, and so they sold all the restaurants and came down here and opened a beautiful kitchen, a beautiful operation, make great Italian food, and it's curbside pickup. Call them up, 772-257-5504. They'll have the food ready for you. Bring it out, hand it to you in your car. You've been hearing me push the 5-acre farms for vegetables and eggs. I don't want to go to Publix and touch those vegetables that everybody's been touching and feeling, and hey, I don't want any part of that. These people will deliver your vegetables to you and fresh eggs. These vegetables are their vegetables out of their garden. I went out there, I saw them, I bought a bunch of them, I love them. There's nothing better than fresh vegetables you just pull right out of the ground. I remember my grandfather used to have a little patch, as they referred to it. That's just the best. These people primarily sell to the restaurants over here on the island. They're a wholesale only operation, but you can buy from them and they will deliver for you because they are coming over here anyway. Their phone number is 772-205-7144. I'm not even going to tell you where they are. I mean, they're here in town, they're out west, but I don't want you driving out there. Give them a call and they'll bring them to you. And of course, the Ocean Grill, 6 to 8 every evening. They're also offering, you can order, they have a menu, a special menu for what you can buy there, and liquor as well, 772-231-5490. So a lot of these places have liquor. The Tides restaurant, their main dining room now looks like a liquor store. She has it all set up. She has the right license. If you want to buy a couple of bottles of Johnny Walker or you name it, they've got to have it, or wine. They can put it on your credit card, bring it with your food, and you can get it from them. You can also do the same with the folks at the Ocean Grill. So that's a list of the restaurants that are available. Oh, of course I forgot. Let's not forget the Beach Market. The Beach Market over here on North Beach, they're open. You can go in there anytime and pick up, and they also deliver as well. And they have pre-prepared food. And of course, it's a small market, and they have pretty much everything you would want. Not a lot of it, but they're in pretty good shape there. 772-231-2338. Okay, that's the story for me for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I got a whole bunch of new friends that I didn't know I had, and I do appreciate it. Hey, leave me a like if you like it. Subscribe to the channel, and every time I do a new one, it'll pop up. Send me a message. I love to hear from you folks, and tell me if there's something you want to know. Like, I didn't realize that Cravings was doing pickup and delivery, or pickup and pickup, right? I didn't know that. And I haven't checked with everybody in town yet. So if there's a place that you like, they have good food, let me know if they're going to be open and what the story is on, and I'll be happy to put it on these videos. Again, thank you very much for watching the video. Have a great evening.